Hi, I'm Ryan, and I'm a little bit of a pessimist. All my friends can confirm that. My mind loves to figure out what the worst course of events could be and never the best. And whether it's my dumb brain or my human trait of focusing on the negative, it hasn't really had the best effect on my life. I mean, pessimism is good in some ways. It keeps me from trusting the wrong people because I doubt everything that everyone says. And trust issues aside, it actually has come in handy. I've had my naive and stupid phases where I would desperately try and get out of my financial situation. I almost joined a pyramid scheme until I took a step back and realized that people were trying to tell me to go in debt to pay them. To me, that seems like some bullshit, and it's helped me prepare for when bad stuff has happened, which I think is most of the time. However, I'd be an idiot to actually believe that. And you see, I always fool myself into thinking that everything is bad, bad, bad. And that's because I actually just feel bad most of the time. I had this subconscious line of thought which boiled down to blaming everything around me for feeling bad. I mean, I feel like I have to hide who I am, walk on eggshells, beg people to care sometimes. So that must be it, right? It's all just in the back of my mind right now. Or maybe it's not, and the things around me don't actually make my life miserable, but it's just myself. I know that we're wired to focus on only the bad things, but there are times where I get more clarity and I'm able to objectify this smorgasbord we call an existence. And just because I'm poor as hell doesn't mean that everything is terrible. Just because I can only afford cheap frozen burritos for my meals doesn't mean I don't actually enjoy eating those burritos. In fact, I was craving them when I had the opportunity to actually have good quality food, which is kind of insane. More of the story is that I have some cool things here. The bad shit, it's still bad, but I feel like we all, aka me, need to stop fooling ourselves into thinking that this is all there is. We can have cool stuff and bad stuff, and just because something is stupid simple doesn't mean you can't enjoy it or spend time doing it. This might be just a me thing, but I tend to always feel guilty because part of me expects me to do great things in the world and have this huge destiny, and then I'm just playing Super Smash Brothers in my room, and my part of my brain is like, hey, this isn't working towards a great goal, so this thing that you enjoy you should feel bad about. Like, dude, I love playing Smash Ultimate. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and a lot of the time it's just battle the bots. It's nice. Could I be writing my magnum opus? Yeah, but I enjoy Smash. It's stimulating, engaging, and I'm getting better and better at it. I like to find skills that I can compare to others and get better at and see progress. I feel like I always think people have ulterior motives when we interact, or ulterior thoughts that differ from the actions that were taken. I wasn't raised in a super involved household, so interaction to me was like a daunting task. Throughout school days, I think about how I talked to people and analyze it, find better things to say next time. I would figure out if people are lying sometimes, But it would make every single interaction 10 times more complicated and energy consuming than it needed to be. I'm always going to be working on that, but I don't know. I guess my pessimism has done its job. I'm getting everything I want from being pessimistic, but it doesn't make things any better. And I don't think eradicating my trust issues and pessimistic mindset will necessarily make my life better either. It would just be different. Different doesn't mean better or worse. Some things can be better, some worse, but we all hate it because we just like being in these grooves with our day-to-day, and change is scary. Fear of the unknown is crippling, even with everyday decisions that have no consequences. And for big things, it's this unfathomable monster that lurks around every corner, making noises, giving me paranoia, hiding in the dark, activating my fight or flight responses. But what I find kind of funny is that every time I just face it. It's not a big monster, possibly an inconvenience, possibly the opposite, but never a big monster. Then I just think, damn, All this worrying for this. Why?